Everybody, this is Sonia with Melanin Goddess Life. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another celebrity astrological reading. So today's reading is going to be about a big social media influencer. I would actually say that this young lady was one of the first reality stars. She was on a very popular dating show back in the day, and since then she's definitely kept herself relevant with her career choices and her appearance on social media. That would be Miss Chandra Davis, aka Deelishis. Yes, you remember Deelishis from Flavor of Love. She was like one of the last two contestants, and she was up against New York for the affections of Flavor Flav. If you don't remember what that is, Google it, Flavor of Love. I don't know. I think it airs sometimes in the reruns, but she was on there, and she subsequently went on to do modeling, acting. I know she was in radio at some point. I believe she had a clothing line at some point. But she has a huge presence now on social media. And she actually got married, I believe back in 2020, or she got engaged in 2019 to a gentleman by the name of Raymond Santana. And he was actually a part of the Central Park Five that was wrongfully convicted for a crime in New York, and he was subsequently exonerated for the crime, and they were released. Well, Miss Deelishis and Mr. Santana started to date. Not really sure when that transpired, but next thing you know, they were engaged in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, and then were married in 2020. Now, the reason that I'm doing this reading today is because Miss Deelishis, that's what we're going to call her, Deelishis, disclosed today a cryptic message on her social media that basically she was referring to her now husband, Raymond Santana, as a narcissist. And basically he was cheating, and he's a narcissist, and she's no longer going to, I guess, keep her mouth closed. And at some point she's going to be coming out with the story of what has transpired. Now, even prior to her disclosing this information today, I had a feeling something was going on with the two of them. And it had nothing to do with astrology, because I had never looked at her chart before. It was just the basically from their social media presence, or the lack thereof. Keep in mind, this was a couple that did a lot of social media presence. They were on social media a lot, doing TikToks, doing all kinds of things on social media. And then all of a sudden I noticed that their presence together had kind of decreased. And I was just watching that. And of course, we can't judge by social media if a relationship is going, if there's something happening in a relationship. However, it is a big indicator with the way people move now with their relationships and putting everything onto social media. So I noticed that they weren't as present on social media together. Okay, that was the first thing. Then I noticed, you know, she was doing a lot of modeling. She does a lot of sponsorships, it appears. And I noticed she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. That was the second indicator for me. Now, I'm just going on just intuition at this time. So I had a strong inkling that there was something going on within that marriage. Well, now she's basically confirmed it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to look at her chart and get an idea of where she is in her energy. And just kind of make some suggestions, whereas she could move, you know, with this energy and move herself into a good space. I hope for the best for them. You know, I'm a big advocate on relationships and marriage and everything. And, you know, those things are work. And these are two, you know, anytime people come into a relationship, you have two imperfect people coming into a relationship expecting perfection. That's just not going to work. So marriage is work. Marriage, relationships are work. And I hope that whatever they decide to do, it is the best for both of them. I send them healing energy. I send them clarity on what's going on with them. Hopefully it does not get ugly, you know, because that would not be That would not be something I would want to see for the both of them. But hopefully they can come to a common ground, whether that's getting back together, whether that's going to counseling, or whether that's going their separate ways, whatever is best for them. But in the meantime, we're going to see what's going on with Miss Deelishis and how we got here today. So, I have my notes here, there, and everywhere. Chandra Davis, a.k.a. Deelishis, was born on January 2nd, 1978 in Detroit, Michigan. I do not have a birth time for her, so I used a placeholder of 12 noon. So she has a Capricorn sun, she has a Libra moon, and she has an Aries rising. The rising sign, it's a 50-50 chance that it's right because I don't have a birth time, but we're going to go with that. And with this birthday, that would make Miss Davis, Deelishis, 44 years old. Now, 44 years old, the theme of her year for 44 actually has to do with everything to do with higher education, long distance travel, religion, the law. This also has to do with her belief system, her spirituality, and religion. So for me, for 2022, I would probably go out on a limb and say she's probably at some point maybe thinking about going back to school or going to school, pursuing some type of educational degree or higher education for herself. She may be doing a lot of long distance travel, so travel to foreign countries. That maybe have to do with business, or maybe she just wants to travel at this time. This could also look like her belief system is changing, and I'm sure it is with what's going on with her now, but her belief system is changing. Things that she may have held steadfast as a belief of hers, maybe going through some transition. Maybe she is transitioning with regards to her spirituality, with her religious beliefs, or her faith, maybe going through some type of adjustment. So that would be the theme of her 2022. Educational pursuits, long distance travel, her belief system, her spiritual foundation changing or evolving in some way, things geared around maybe a legal situation coming up for her. I hope that this is not a divorce or something, but that could fall under the umbrella of the law and a legal situation for her. Now, I was looking at her chart, and some things kind of stood out for me. One thing that really stood out for me is the placement of her Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of abundance, growth, opportunity, expansion. It's also the planet of, overindulgence of things. Our ego is here. So, when our ego gets blown out of proportion. So wherever the planet Jupiter is and which house it is, it's there to bring a blessing. It's there to expand it and to, grow it and bring wisdom also and healing. And this Jupiter has been positioned in her 12th house. Now, Jupiter typically takes about a year and a half to transit through a house. So she has a little ways to go with this Jupiter. It's about halfway through. So she's probably going to be having this Jupiter in her 12th house for the better part of 2022. Now, some things that are a benefit with Jupiter in the 12th house, it's going to definitely spark, because Jupiter is very comfortable here, definitely start her on a spiritual journey. So this will be a time, and again, like in the 9th house with her faith and her religious beliefs, her starting on a spiritual journey, reconnecting with her spirituality. This is going to be an opportunity for her to heal herself, heal any traumas that she's had, heal any hurts that she's been holding on to. This is a great way for her to tackle any types of addictions or self-destructive or self-sabotaging behavior that she's had. This would be awesome for that, simply because this is the area, the 12th house is about our traumas. It's about healing. It's about our spirituality. It is about closure to situations. It's also about the hidden things. things that are hidden from us, things that we hide from other people, things that we hide from ourselves are in this house. And this is also the area that governs confined spaces. So this could look like hospitals. This could look like rehab centers. This could look like prisons, or the confinement of our mind, or the confinement of our spirit. So with that being said, with Jupiter there, and Jupiter actually is a very healing planet, I would strongly suggest that she's probably already going through a healing, a process of whatever's going on with her life. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean with her relationship that she's going through, which it could, but this could possibly, again, address some old hurts, some old traumas, things that she needs to bring closure to, things that she needs to address that she's may have been holding on from childhood, from her early 20s, or whatever that may be. This is a great time for Deelishis to go ahead and start the healing process. Now, this is great for her to take on meditation. Maybe she wants to take on yoga. This will be great for her to take a retreat. If she could possibly find a way to go on a wellness retreat for herself, to center herself again, to get grounded, so she can move forward in a more healthy mental state and a more healthy spiritual state. This will also be an energy of her having divine protection over her. Her having the feeling that there is someone or something or some energy that is divinely protecting her and divinely guiding her and divinely putting her in the situation and giving her the information that may have been held from her and revealing that to her. So, maybe something down the line she got wind of information with regards to her marriage, and it was revealed to her in some way, in a divine way, that she may have found out without even looking. So we feel like at that time with Jupiter in the 12th house that we have a guardian angel of some sort. Now this is also going to be energy with regards to her doing charitable work, helping others, but doing it behind the scenes, not wanting recognition for it, not wanting to call attention to herself with regards to that. Now, one of the other things that Jupiter in the 12th house can bring, Jupiter in the 12th house can have people enter into a private romance. Now, this could look like you as the person going into a private romance, or maybe the person that you're involved with is secretly seeing someone. So this could definitely bode for infidelity in relationships. Now, this could also look like, just as a side note, if you were single and you met someone, this could look like you keeping the relationship under wraps, and you guys dating quietly or secretly until the relationship is solidified, and then you introduce it to someone else. But in her case, this definitely looks like relationships started in secret. Relationships started when they are not supposed to be started because the other person is attached to someone. Also, she has Neptune in the 12th house also. And Neptune is the planet of spirituality, the planet of compassion, healing, because it's the natural ruler of the 12th house. But also, Neptune is the planet of sometimes confusion and delusion, seeing things through rose-colored glasses. So that definitely, this could have been, and this has been in her chart for some time now, because Neptune is a slow-moving planet, so the transit is very long. This could be just her being deceived by her relationships, or maybe deceiving herself. Maybe Neptune has you sometimes to idealize the person that you're with. So this could be a situation where you see the person for what you want them to be, but that's not actually who they are. And then ultimately that is revealed to you. So definitely Neptune having a veil of deception, sometimes a veil that, over your eyes that you're not clear about, can sometimes confuse the situation. So she's dealing with that. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that 12th house. Funny and not funny enough, I don't mean to be like in a comical way. She has the moon that's transiting that 12th house today. And the moon is all about our emotions. The moon is about the revealing of something. And it's just kind of poignant that she has the moon there, and she also has the sun there in the 12th house. So there's a lot of 12th house activity going on with her with regards to things behind the scene. So the sun brings warmth, heat, vitality. It brings a focus on this 12th house issue. And the sun is in the 11th degree. And with the degrees in astrology, they represent certain things. And one of those things is with the 11th degree is divorce. You know, and I'm not putting that out for her, but that is something that it represents. So I kind of see why the news broke with regards to what's going on with them. It was inevitable for it to come out. And I think she at least is trying to control the narrative. She's trying to put it out and get in front of it and make sure the story is told the way she wants it to be told. Now, I don't know, you know, there's three sides to every story. His, hers, and then there's the truth. So, you know, I'm not taking anyone's side. I don't know these people, but definitely this was bound to happen today. This was the day for it. Another thing that I noticed in her chart is she has Uranus in the first house at the 11th degree. So these are critical degrees. These are all about things that are just coming out and changing. Uranus in the first house is her going through a transformation. And you know, Uranus stays in the house for about 7 years, and it's been in there for a long time. And we have watched, you know, Deelishis transform over these last few years, definitely, with her business, with who she is as a person, with her getting married, with her body, all of those things. And today, you know, it's at the 11th degree. It's at a critical degree. She's about to go through a transformation. melaningoddesslife.biz. Follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Melanin Goddess Life, and like, share, subscribe to my channel. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.